Hey, good morning to you. We're gonna go down there and see the sunrise. The seagulls already beat us to it. Listen, welcome to another episode of the Daily Dose. The number one excuse, how to eliminate it once and for all. If you wanna eliminate your number one excuse, maybe you got more than one excuse. Maybe you have a number one excuse every week. The weekend's coming around. What's gonna be your excuse for why you don't stay on track over the weekend? What is your excuse? Here we go. Okay, I'm not going to make excuses, but today it is absolutely an amazing, literally breathtaking. I mean, is that not beautiful? Check that out. So beautiful. All right, we got the dog. The dog, Owen does not know how good he has it. Oh, let's see here. He really doesn't. What a dog's life, huh? Gets walked twice a day, once usually on a bike running. He gets his exercise. Number one excuse. All right, I know. I'll show you the sunrise in just a minute. Let me know if you're up early. Can you see the sunrise where you live? Let me know where you live in this beautiful world. Drop it down in the chat below. Let me know. I'm in the north part of Florida. If you didn't know, if maybe you haven't watched the Daily Dose or you haven't been following me for any period of time, that's the One Hotel. It's actually a really cool hotel. And that's here at the end of Atlantic Boulevard in Atlantic Beach. And I happen to live in a little city called Atlantic Beach. It's just outside of Jacksonville, the beaches, right? Jax Beach, Neptune Beach, Atlantic Beach, Ponte Vedra. Maybe you've heard of any of those. TPC Sawgrass, that was just if you're a golfer. I don't know if I have too many golfers or golf fans. My dad's a huge golf fan, but you don't want to know about golf. You want to know about the excuse. The number one excuse, it's time. I can't tell you. I've heard this so many times, and I'm doing an early dose today. I just didn't want to miss the sunrise. Let me just share it with you because it's truly like, let's see if we can just hone in on that. How beautiful is that, huh? Is that amazing? Beautiful sunrise. The beach is beautiful. Tide is low. Oh, love this time of year. It's not too hot. Still have like a little thin hoodie on. And the number one excuse, time. Mark, I just don't have the time. It was something that really resonated with me this week because I talked to a lot of people reaching out, right? It's summertime. They want to fit in their bathing suits. If, maybe you've been struggling or you had a little rough winter or this past year was rough and you put on the COVID-19 pounds. And good news is, if you haven't given up, hopefully you haven't given up, there is still time left. But, okay, I'm going to emphasize the but. What happened, I talked to a lot of people, and the reason I'm like, hey, well, why do you want to do this now? And I've talked to people that are a little bit older, a little bit more seasoned, right? They're a little bit more, I say, mature, and they've tried all the diets, they've tried all the quick fixes, they've tried everything to succeed at their goals as far as weight loss and fitness journey, and they have not yet succeeded. That's why they were on a call with me. But I asked them, well, why now? You're 65 years old, you're 70 years old, you're 54 years old, why now? And you know what, the one resounding thing that came back to me was, I'm getting older. Time is running out. Here's the thing, that's kind of, right now, you can use the excuse of you don't have the time, but guess what? Time is freaking running out. I don't know if you've checked or not yet, but time is going by quicker. And I had mentioned this a little while back. And I share with my grandfather who talked about time, time that just gets faster and faster. And I'll tell you what, I can't even believe that the first quarter of the year is gone in like a week. Like the last 3 months are gone. And you're like, oh, no, Mark, well, I want your help. But right now is not a good time. It's just, I'm really busy. And my question to you is, why the hell are you so busy that you can't take care of yourself right now? Why is it that your life is so busy you don't have the time to take good care of yourself? Because you and I both know, actually, I was watching something from Sylvester Stallone. He's still around, right? And he's talking about health is wealth. It truly is in so many ways. And how have you not figured that out? Like, nobody's going to care that you worked 3 jobs. Nobody's going to care that you've been working 80 hours. Nobody cares how much money you have, right? At the end of the day, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're out of shape and unhealthy, you're running out of time. Like, if you're not taking care of yourself, like, I just don't understand. The one thing that you got to get out of the excuse list is time. Time's running out. Time is truly running out. Now, this is like for me to put doom and gloom. No, it's to put a little urgency. It's to maybe put a little fire under your butt. Hey, okay, fine. The weekend's here and you're worried about the weekend and going off track. But how about this? If you're 60 years old or 55 years old and you're saying, oh man, Mark, I still have the 40 pounds that are still sitting on my body, or 50 or 60 or 80 pounds, and I just don't have the time. Well, you're going to either have the time for health, or you're going to be forced to have the time for unhealth, right? You're basically making a decision. When you choose not to make time, you're choosing to say to yourself, I'm not worth the time. Here's the thing, I don't know about you, but I learned, one of the things I'm learning as I got older is my time is very valuable. I don't have time to mess around with people, to waste my time. In fact, I share this and I'm open, and this is just because it's my business. If you're not serious about getting on a healthier path and you're not wanting help and ready to invest in yourself, don't bother reaching out. Honestly, don't have the time, because I do have time for people who are serious, who want actually to take action steps now, who realize the time is running out and I need. It's not about wanting anymore. It's not about wanting to fit in my bathing suit or fit in my clothes. Yes, those are wants, right? Those are desires. I get it. It's about freaking need now. I need to. Because if not, I'm going to have to go on this medication. If not, I'm going to have to go get this surgery done on my knees. If not, I'm going to be out of work. If not, I might die. Like, that's a serious thing. If not, I might not be able to take care of my grandchildren. And I've been working so hard, and I want to be there and be available for my family and my children and my grandchildren and be present, but I can't now because I'm at the doctor's office every other day. Like, does that make sense? Does that resonate with you? If it does, time is the worst excuse ever. Oh, Mark, I'm really busy. My job is so busy and so demanding. Is it really worth it? Oh, but no, I'm really successful in my job and I'm working hard and people rely on me and I have all that. I get it. But if you don't have time for yourself, like, think about that for a minute. If you're not making time for yourself to take care of yourself, and you're like, oh, no, but Mark, that's, it's selfish to take care of myself. It's selfish not to take care of yourself, because what are the repercussions of you not taking care of yourself? Let's just go down that road for a moment, all right? Let's just have a little friendly rant today. What happens if you don't take care of yourself? You don't take care of yourself, guess what happens? You got to go to the doctor's office maybe, right? You got to go on medications. You got to rely on your family members. You got to take money that you've invested and saved for so long now, where you didn't maybe spend it on investing in yourself and your health preventatively. Now you have to spend it. You got doctor's bills coming in. It's funny, I was walking alongside somebody the other day, this couple, and I was listening, I was eavesdropping on them. They were talking about this bill that they got from their hospital, and they were kind of complaining about it, and it was because their insurance didn't cover it. It was $50,000. Like, I know a lot of people who are spending, they're forced, not out of elective, not talking about, oh, I'm going to have elective hip surgery. I'm saying they're forced to spend all of their retirement, all of their resources. One of the biggest forms of debt, did you know, is healthcare expenses? Well, they shouldn't call it healthcare, should call it unhealth care, because a lot of times it's because of people that don't take care of themselves. I'm not saying all the time, right? There's certain things that obviously come up. If you don't have insurance, you kind of get screwed, right? But for a lot of people, I know for a fact, and having a wife who works in a healthcare field, has for over 20 years, is something that you can do preventative measures. Now, if you're not investing time, effort, and maybe some of your resources into getting the help you need now, the excuses are running out. Time is running out. I don't know. It's Thursday and it's what, March 18th? Maybe you had fun and had your green beer, and you're like, oh, I'm so disappointed in my body because yesterday I indulged and I had too many beers and too much food. It isn't from one day. It's from a lifestyle of choices. But you can change that direction. I don't care if you're 50 or you're 60 or you're 70. You can actually make the time. You can make the time for the things that matter to you. If making money is the most important thing for you, fine, have at it, right? If being stressed out and being worried and watching news all day long is, if that's a priority for you, good, have at it. If watching Netflix, sitting on the couch, being lazy, if that's a priority for you, have at it. But don't go complaining when you have all these medical bills and expenses and things that you actually have to drain your bank account with later down the road, when you can actually be taking action steps now to prevent that from happening. Does that make sense? I hope it did. And I hope it was a friendly, nice little good morning sunrise rant. Over and out. Mark Avens here. Daily Dose. Hey, listen. Now, I focused on a lot of things this past year. One of them was my business. One of them was my students, making sure that they had exactly what they need, had exactly what they need for their fitness, had exactly the accountability and the support that they needed to succeed. And many of them succeeded. And more people came in, and I'm really blessed, very, very blessed. And I want to be able to give back. And I give back a lot of ways, not for you to say, oh, that's so awesome of you. But I'm giving away $6,000 in scholarships and coaching. The only way to do that is to be in my Bulletproof Fit Christians group over 40. So if you're in that, if you're not in it, you can't be a part of the scholarship that I'm going to be giving away. That we're going to be closing it down this weekend, and then I'll be choosing on Monday. So if you want access, you got to go over to, it's a free group. There's no fee or anything like that. You just go in there. You can check out, we do lots of great trainings, it's a great community of other people, like-minded people on a similar path to getting and improving their health. If you want access to that, you can send me a private message or just simply search up Bulletproof Fit Christians over 40 and join us on the other side. Take care. God bless.